This video is from a body-worn camera of Officer Dellamora of Durango Police Department. The video was taken on September 18th, 2020 at about 10:40 a.m. The scene started when some pickleball players were playing at the Needham Elementary School tennis courts.
Well, so we started playing pickleball here, and probably within 15 minutes, 10 minutes, less, we were about 5 points into the game. This gentleman came over and started yelling. I said, "We're not allowed to be playing here." And I walked over, introduced myself as the president of the Pickleball Association, and said, "We have every right to be here." He says, "No, you don't. You do not have the right to be here. You are prohibited from playing." I said, "No, I have the letter from the deputy superintendent." And he says, "Well, he left." I said, "It's still the letter that says pickleball is an accepted activity at Needham Elementary School." And he started to get all agitated. Flagstaff, Arizona, I don't know. And in fact, I took him out of the court, and then there was a teacher out here. She said, "Would you guys please take this away?" So I took him over here, and I said, "You know, we have every right to play here. It's a public facility. It's a school facility. They've given us permission. We pay taxes." And he just kept going on. "No, you don't. No, you don't. Do you know what it's like to fucking live here and hear that goddamn noise? You go find your own place." And I said, "You know, just calm down." I said, "Or I'll call the police." He says, "I'll call the police. I'll call the police." I said, "Okay, let's call the police." I took out my phone, and he started to walk away. And I said, "Wait, what's your name?" He goes, "What's your name?" I said, "Jacob Fillion." "What's your name?" "Christian." And I should have followed to make sure. I think I know where he lives. And I've met him before. We had a meeting last year at the Parks and Rec. And then in June, we had a meeting with his landlord, his former landlord, as a representative for the community. The school district hosted the meeting. Ray Shoup was at the meeting. And someone from Parks and Rec was at the meeting. And two people from the school district, the assistant superintendent who has since left.
Yeah.
And at that time, they wrote this letter that said, "For the time being, let's move the pickleball from Needham. Let things calm down over to the high school until August 23rd. And at that time, we'll reassess the situation." And he wrote a whole list of requirements, and in it he said that pickleball is an accepted activity at Needham Elementary School, but until August 23rd, when school is supposed to start, the Pickleball Association will encourage their players to play at the high school, not at Needham. So, and then I got a new contact at the school district, and I've been trying to reach out, but they're so busy trying to get through the
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so, you know, this guy has come out. In fact, one of the players saw him leaving the alley, and he says, "Uh-oh, here he comes." And I said, "You mean the guy?" And he says, "Yeah, because I haven't been here when he was there." And he sits here and yells at the players. He takes pictures. He goes and takes pictures of their license plates. He has sat here and revved his engine while people are playing. He brings an electric guitar out and like jams on the court.
Nice serve, nice and deep.
So
Okay. Do you have an ID on you?
I do.
Okay.
It's
Okay. You don't have to go grab it. I'll just write your name down.
You know, I have a picture of it.
Okay. So, it sounds like he did call maybe after he got home.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, I'm not. I know that there've been issues before with the pickleball here, and I'm not super familiar with all the problems with it. But it sounded like he told dispatch that he was concerned because you guys were yelling and cussing next to kids. So.
I was responding to his yelling and cussing.
Oh, okay.
And I said to these guys, they all said, "I'm glad you did it because you're so calm." And I said, "Well, when he comes out, you know, shooting from the hip,
Right.
it's hard for me." And I did.
But that's not part of your game. You're not.
No.
Okay.
No.
What's your last name, Jacob?
Fillion, F as in Frank, Illion.
Go for it. Okay. And what's your date of birth, Jacob? And that's out of Colorado?
Yes, the license?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And I can't, it's
Durango
in my bag.
175. Go 2 on 1. That's okay. Male, claiming Colorado, west of Fillion, Frank, Ida, Lincoln, Ida, Ocean, Nora. First of Jacob, John, Adam, Charles, Ocean, Boy. Date of birth is... It sounded like he just wanted us to call him on the phone. Didn't want in-person contact, so... I'll talk to him as well. Yeah, I mean, you guys are able to play here, obviously.
I'm sorry, I thought you were talking to them
Oh,
still.
no, sorry. I said I'll talk to him. He wanted phone contact, not in person, so I'll give him a call. Obviously, yeah, you guys are welcome to play here. I don't understand why it makes some people so mad, but 7-5. Yeah, so I'll have a talk with him. Copy that. And try to tell him to leave you guys alone. But
Thank you, Officer Kennedy.
absolutely. Hi, this is Officer Kenny with Durango Police Department. I'm calling for Christian.
Yes.
What can I do for you?
I wish you'd have to deal with this, but there's a recurring issue in this group of, what was his name? He self-identifies himself as the president of the Southwest Colorado Pickleball Association.
Okay.
We've been dealing with them for over a year now. And it ended with a bunch of community meetings and them being removed from Needham Elementary School. Then I guess they went over to the high school where they trashed them. Off those pictures tonight. And they've come back to the elementary school, and it's an insane nuisance. It's the same problem as it ever was. It's extremely loud and distracting. I can't believe they do it while the kids are there. I'm about to have a newborn, and we can't listen to it, so it's kind of back to square one. And yeah, those people are deceitful and just terrible parasites in the community.
Okay.
So what do we need to do to get, I think, so Andy Burns was actually partially removed from his job regarding his handling of this pickleball association. And yeah, so basically, they're a terrible nuisance. And we've already had a whole set of community meetings which specifically denied the Southwest Colorado Pickleball Association playing pickleball. And he tells me, yeah, they're all members of it. He's the president of it, and tells me he can play there. It's not okay.
Okay.
And now he's arguing, in front of the children and stuff. It's it's ridiculous.
Okay, so, and your name is Christian. What's your last name, sir?
Caldwell.
Caldwell. Caldwell?
Yep.
Alright, and what's your date of birth, sir? That's a Colorado license.
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably called the cops 20 times before about this. I hope you can find some open previous tags about my complaints that you guys tell me that you're making. Yeah, because this is not new, and it must go away.
Okay,
And,
so
I mean, the unfortunate part is that when I talk to the school, they tell me to call you, or that's they really passed on. Andy Burns was the previous superintendent of the Durango 9R school district, and the buck used to stop with him, and he used to make the decisions about this. And he's been removed from his position. Part of Bully's crooked, but this is part of the controversy he was worked in as well. So now this is brand new, like that they've come back. I hear them immediately. Within 15 minutes, I'm out of my house losing my mind. They've not been back until today. They came today. I recognize them immediately.
and what exactly is the noise that you're hearing that's driving you crazy?
So it's the sound of pickleball.
Just the ball getting hit?
Yes, correct. I encourage you to do a little bit of research on it.
I mean, I know about pickleball. I was just wondering which noise was really driving you crazy.
It's the noise of pickleball and them too. I mean, they laugh. They're loud as well, and they're also taking up public parking at the school and playing during school hours, which I don't think of any of those things are loud.
Yeah, so they are allowed to play here. It's a public court. It's during the daytime hours.
Yeah, we had. Well, it's the elementary school. It's run by the school, not the city. I've been to like 4 community meetings about this. And I encourage you to, I guess, like have the right, or whoever can help us, like talk to the school. I mean, basically, the school used to not have responsibility for it, and now that guy is not in the job anymore. If we get a new point of contact, however it needs to go forth, or if you're saying it's allowed now, we need to do whatever is possible to make it not allowed tomorrow. So whatever that requires, that's what we need to do.
Okay, so
Because we've already, this is not new. I mean, we've already banned, and also they self-identify as the Pickleball Association. They schedule each other, they group text each other, and they get together and they play there for hours at a time. That was what we specifically had many community meetings about ending. That's not allowed there.
So, from my understanding, it is allowed.
For the Southwest Pickleball Association to schedule play there, that's allowed?
Yes.
It's not allowed. I mean, since when? I mean, yeah, tell me who said that, when, and where.
What do you mean, who said that? It's just,
Yeah. It wasn't allowed when I was in a community meeting about it a couple months ago. Dude, this is not new. Or it's like, I'm well informed about this.
So, are you saying that people are allowed to come play tennis here, but not allowed to play pickleball?
Correct. Pickleball is more than 10 times louder than tennis. I encourage you to Google it. It's a huge noise.
I don't have to Google it to hear it, man. I mean, I hear it. It's not an unreasonable amount of noise.
Well, science says it is. I hear there's lawsuits all over the country about it. I'm telling reasonable noise as a local resident. It's unreasonable for me, and that's how the city noise complaint works as well. You guys don't even have a decibel meter. I'm telling you, it's an unreasonable amount of noise.
Okay, so,
That is the case, correct?
no, it's not.
Really?
Really.
I think you're wrong there. What is the decibel level for a noise complaint? The noise complaints are based on complaints, and I'm complaining.
Yeah, so a noise complaint is at an unreasonable hour, an unreasonable level of noise, and this is neither of those.
I'm unreasonable by not interpreting the law either. You're my servant right now. I'm telling you that you can do whatever you need to do. The local here, the person paying the taxes, the person living across from the school, the person living in Fort, is telling you it's unreasonable. I'm saying how about that?
Okay, so it's as judged by a reasonable person and a reasonable officer, which... Okay.
So yeah, make sure that a noise filed, and yeah, this is, and yeah, who said the pickleball's loud?
Look, hey, Christian, I'm done talking to you about it. This is nothing that.
You're providing me information. You're telling me where you can get this information. Where'd you get that information?
Sorry, let me call Kathy Morris with the school district real quick, and then I'll give you a call back, okay?
The last I knew,
Dude, this guy is.
I know, the last